Hello and welcome to Music Connect Africa. Of course, it is that we are the hub for music industry news, tips, insights, and each and every week we take a look into the entrepreneurial professionals who are the driving force behind the scenes. Of course, it is that we highlight inspiring persons who have taken the entrepreneurial journey, have succeeded, or are succeeding against all odds. Well, today we are going to be vibing with Miguel Welty, dancehall artist who has been blazing the stages across Jamaica, Europe, the Caribbean, and is buzzing in different circles. We're going to delve into how he got started in the music industry, what he has accomplished thus far, and what he's looking forward to for this year and beyond. Currently, you're vibing to one of his songs in the background, Blessings. We are going to tap in to find out about the other songs as well that are included in this week's program. Hi, Miguel, how are you?
In a real way, I'm doing great, I'm doing good, because I'm being putting a lot of work in. What's up?
Yes. So I see that you have been working very hard, hardly working, or some may say working hard. Others may say working hard or hardly working. Of course, it is that we tapped into an audience across Africa and the greater world. The show is Music Connect Africa, but each and every week we connect entrepreneurs and highlight what they do in the industries, not just within music, but also the entertainment industries as well. We started off playing your song Blessings, but before we get into Blessings, something tells me from listening to the tracks and the songwriting on the tracks, as well as the production, that you have a little bit of, or you have some production quality within your presentations as well. In other words, that you're probably not just a singer, but you play a role into the overall production of your songs. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct. Perfectly.
Oh wow. Well, I am glad to know that. At least I'm right on the money
Yeah.
in terms of that. Yes.
Say that again?
No, I said I'm happy to know that at least I am correct in terms of what my observation have been thus far.
Yeah, because I guess you've been in the industry and you know music as well, because you know what I mean. Because you can see the energy and the effort, and it's well put together. You know
That's
what I mean?
that's
So
correct.
blessings is really just transition of where I'm coming from to where I'm heading. You know what I mean, in the industry. Actually, that song I recorded that song myself at first, and actually I was partying one night, and I came home and I went to the studio and I heard the beat. You know what I mean, and I started to freestyle on the beat. When I started to freestyle on the beat, I said, you know what, this tough. You know, in Jamaican terms, we say it's tough. Like when you eat something and it's nice,
Yes.
we say it's you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
when I heard that, listen, I have to complete this song. I didn't came out the studio until I finished the project. And when I listened and put the harmonies on it, I realized that it's really a hit song, and it's really one of my biggest songs so far.
Okay. Well, for the listening audience who is probably just tapping in and did not have a chance to at least hear parts of Blessings, I am going to play the song and I'll be right back within less than 60 seconds.
If you ain't
And
I
I
don't
will.
know you. Don't have a clue I'm gonna go to. It's my life. Guaranteed I'm gonna make it. Mama told me I'm the greatest. Still let my go like them not rate me. It's my life. So no tell me how to live it. Can't tell me where to right pressure fi put in on me lyrics. Them try fight me music, but me songs them still it number one pon the billboard chart. Me get a millions. Mama says stay out of crime, that's one of the best for me. Me fi sing music, that's my destiny. So me lock down the streets like sesame, like sesame. Blessings of flow, oh. Live my life like no tomorrow. Blessings of flow, oh. Live my life like no tomorrow. Blessings of flow, oh. Live my life like no tomorrow. Blessings of flow, oh. Them bad mind me fi walk, me don't know. Message to me and them girl I spin like a yo-yo. I spin on the pole like a go-go. So me I live it like the last day, like there is no tomorrow, no tomorrow. Party like every day is a
Yes, yes, yes. So, of course, it is that we have a chance to hear a little bit more about these blessing songs. I'm telling you, to my listening audience, who may be listening to the song for the first time, I had an opportunity to actually take a listen to the song as well this entire weekend, and I was vibing to it. So, I must tell you that actually loving this song right now as well. Well, for Blessings itself, or before we get into all the other songs as well, who has been, you would say, the person that have influenced your musical career, even before you started, you got into music?
Well, I listen every genre of music pertaining not just only dance style, not just only reggae music, but I listen to hip hop, I listen to Afrobeat, I listen to rap music, I listen to every music. But sometimes it's very complicated to get out there as an artist, and you know what I mean. So when I see artists do it great, like you have like Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaac, you know what I mean, touch them very artists like those, you know what I mean, who represent for the culture, and the new upcoming artists that are creating waves in the international space and local space as well. It's a very difficult game, even when they have talent, especially from Jamaica, because everybody doing music. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
I give a thumbs up to every artist that represents for the industry, whether it's on a local or international level. So I listen to every music and I get inspiration from every single music, because I write. As a prolific composer, I try to write every style of music. You know what I mean? You have so much artists that I listen to that influence me, and the list goes on. Because remember, music is before I was born. You know what I mean? So I grew up listening to a lot of artists out there. As I named a few a while ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's talk about a younger Miguel Wealthy. You grew up in, or I should say, you were born in Clarendon.
Perfect.
Yeah, in Clarendon, okay. And in high school, did you start off doing music then, or did you have any hand in? Well, like for myself, I did caroling. That's as far as I get with the singing, as well, for myself. But in high school, did you start singing then, or have been in a studio by then, or is it when you got out of high school and probably into adulthood you decided to take it seriously?
No, I was actually doing school fest from teenage. You know what I mean? I was recording from those time, because what happened is we're in Clarendon, you don't have that major production, like I would say, opportunity where you have a lot of studios. You don't have no studios down there like that. All studios in Kingston. So what I used to do, I used to go to school.
Yeah.
And then I mark my name I used to mark my name with a farm teacher. So when I mark my name with a farm teacher now, I know I'm not gonna come up on my report upset. So I used to jump over the school fence now, I from school sometimes, get on a bus, head to Kingston, and that time is before they even have the highways in Jamaica. So Kingston would be like 2 hours or say an hour and a half from Clarendon to get there, and I have to join this long line to this audition in they have King Jammins and you have Mixing Lab. So from there I know I got a talent, and I know that I have to believe in myself.
See, I I was born
what
to
I want God
shine.
planted in me, and up to this day, that's why I'm still pushing it until this minute.
It's quite interesting. So usually, the school and whatever. Let me tell you, one time in high school for myself, I tried to jump the fence. I wanted to go home early. I was just had enough of school. And the one day I tried to do it, they had this barbed wire, and my skirt got caught in the barbed wire. And of course, it is that the whole school came out to see me with my skirt up in the air on the barbed wire. And it was a lesson. So, so it was quite embarrassing. So, needless to say, ever since then, I stay myself put. When school is over, I leave. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna try to escape no more.
don't jump no more. Don't
It
jump no more.
was yeah. From there on,
Jumping fence is not. Yeah, jumping fence is not for you, all right?
it's not for me. I tell you that. So, yeah. So, but it is that you've been making moves on the scene. Earlier this year, you started off with the release of Make We Dance. Of course, it is that I'm going to, have my audience listen to a few of your other tracks as well. But talk to me about this year. We're diving into this year because you've been making moves, and we are. I can't believe the year is moving so fast already that we're actually in May. May is about almost done. But you seem to have put in lots of work since January as well. So before we talk about what's in the future, let's talk about what has happened up to this point. You have released Blessings. You have released Make We Dance. There's another track, Cock Up the Bumper. I have questions, but when we get to that, we'll talk about those questions. But right now, from the three tracks that I've mentioned thus far, what has the local reception been like? How is Jamaica receiving all the songs that you have that you have published recently published?
Well, Jamaica on a whole is a whole vibe. Make we dance is happy music. When I say happy music, it's just fun time. It's about dancing because remember, after COVID, everybody's stressed out. You know what I mean? During COVID time. So after COVID now, we have to keep the vibe and the energy high. So I start off the year with a high energy, which makes we dance. I say, listen, it's fun time. It's no time for no stress, no time for no problems. You know what I mean? It's just about enjoying life, be thankful and be grateful. So when I do Make We Dance, I realize that the song hit. You know what I mean? And in the street and the radio station, it's getting a lot of rotation and the energy, the vibe. Whosoever could check out the video and YouTube as well, because the video is released as well. Yeah, and it's Miguel Wealthy Vivo and the YouTube and my page Miguel Wealthy and Instagram, TikTok. So they can see the energy for themselves. You know what I mean? People vibing, people dancing, like the whole street, the whole movement, the entire Jamaica. You know what I mean? Moving. You know what I mean? So it's just a whole vibe, a whole energy. You know what I mean? So right now it's just happy time, happy music. You know what I mean? And the summer is around the corner, so great things ahead.
When I created this show, I created it because of a few things. My business is basically bridging the gap between the variations of music within the industry, not just reggae, but across the aisle as well. And then one of the things is that we have various artists in different parts of the world that will say, I would like to collaborate with other producers. And then it is that we have individuals who would like to know about the players who are behind the music that is out there, the producers who are producing and to bring them on, and the selectors who are actually playing the music, and the radio station personalities. I say that to say this. Quite interestingly, I had persons that was asking me about this boom boom guy. That's Africa. Who someone asked me about the boom boom guy, if I know the boom boom guy from Jamaica, and I says no, I've only heard about him. So it actually, I seen where it is that he has actually done some work with you. What it's like working.
Need something, so because I know Boom Boom have the street, have the energy, have the fans moving at a certain energy. So I contact him because he's a good friend of mine as well, and I said to him, listen, I need you to dancing. It's like dancing in the 90s. The energy that the song have, you doesn't have to force this type of song because people gonna gravitate with it naturally. And he did the intro in the song, so it was just a vibe and an energy. And actually, he enjoyed working with the project so much that it doesn't take much time to do the song. Like he did the intro and the whole vibe throughout the song in just one take. You know what I mean? That was just it wasn't even a complicated situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Understand.
So it just
Understand.
was just a whole vibe and a whole energy. As I'm saying, professionalism, that's what counts and that's what matters, right? Yeah.
I love it. Now, I am going to jump to one of your other tracks and we'll be right back with some more questions.
All right.
Mighty done. How on earth them here? Them better here. It's a scam cause of fear. See that? 90 scam cause voicey. 2000 scam cause shell belly. No, the new generation. Fantastic game. Part the beer. Part the beer. Move out our way. Clear the beer. Give me beer. Give me beer. Part the beer. Clear the beer. Give me beer. Part the beer. See that? Part the beer. Clear the beer. See that? Clear the beer. Give me beer. Give me beer. Part the beer. Clear the beer. Give me beer. Dance, everybody make we dance. Watch it, make we dance. Boys, they show them off we dance. Everybody know. Dance, everybody make we dance. Watch it, make we dance. Energy teach them off we dance. Fight. Rifle walk, rifle walk. Everybody make we do rifle walk. Good, rifle walk, good, rifle walk. Good, crank up the rifle and do rifle walk. Alright, stir fry, stir fry, stir fry. Everybody make we do the stir fry, stir fry, stir fry. Watch your rave as I do the stir fry. Knocky bar, knocky bar. Man a shell belly and start knocky bar. Ball game, ball game, ball game, ball game, ball game, ball game. Start dance, move your hand on your foot. Man a practice gang and start do the boof. Move your hand, move your hand, move your foot. Move your hand, move your hand, move your foot. Dance, everybody make we dance. Watch it, make we dance. Boys, they show them off we dance. It's a dance, everybody make we dance.
I tell you what, we have been vibing to make with dance, and you know this song make you wanna dance. That's this is just it. It's just it. This song make you wanna get up, even if you sit down, you wanna get up and dance and stuff like that. But let me tell you, the energy within each song that you give is truly phenomenal. When we listen to Blessings,
Yeah.
it's a different energy. When we listen to Make You Dance, it's a different energy. And not a lot of artists is able to do that, right? So what do you attribute that towards? Because in this song, you could tell there's a different side of you from the Blessings as well.
Well, all right. As I said before, I'm a prolific composer and I do different genre music where it's have to do with like my mood that I'm in and the beat as well. You know what I mean? If I hear like a slow beat, depends on the vibe. If I'm gonna put a love song on it, you feel like you wanna make love. So I'm saying, if I'm gonna do a song with pain and you feel like you're going through pain, you know what I mean? So you're gonna feel the vibe and the energy, the emotion in the music. That's what I do best. Putting the emotion. So if it's a happy song, you'll feel like you want to run up and down, you'll feel like you want to get mad, you'll feel like you want to dance, you'll feel like, you know what I mean? So if I'm doing a whining song, you're going to feel like you want to whine, you're going to feel like you want to just the whole vibe, you understand me? So in music, what you put in is what you get out, right?
That's correct.
So when I'm doing a song, I'm going to put that emotion in my delivery process. So I'm saying.
I love it. I love it. Before we went into listening to Bekwe Dance, we were actually talking about Boom Boom and the fact that he brings the energy to the music on the island so much that it's not only the island who is recognizing what he does. There are persons internationally, globally, that has recognized exactly what he's doing. And there are various artists as well where their works stand out in the industry, whether it be for the good or the greater good or the bad. Now, within their songs, well, the ones that I would like to know, outside of the ones that I have you collaborated with other artists in the industry that are not on these songs? in past
Yeah, yeah.
productions.
I have a collaboration with Sizzler. You know what I mean as
Okay,
well.
I want to hear that one. You have a collaboration with Sizzler. That's phenomenal. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, have you shared the stage with some of these artists as well?
Yeah, Sizzler, Buntik, yeah, Vibes Cartel, Elephant Man, Capleton. The list goes on. Long.
Wow. Okay. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, you're doing it. You're doing it. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I know you. We talked about on this COVID period that everybody has been through. Have their own experiences as well. Within the COVID period, were these songs recorded within that time, or basically COVID finishing, you say, you know what, let me get back into this music thing and get out there? Were you actually, so where some artists actually were performing virtually? Did you have a chance to perform virtually as well? Were you recording within that period, or you were just sitting it out?
I don't take no break.
That's a
Now, I
good
don't
thing.
take no day off. You know what I mean? I work and I don't get laid off. The work has to pay off. So during COVID time, it wasn't COVID for me. It was just a crisis for the world I got through with that I wasn't going through because I was just doing music and making music and still, you know what I mean, trying to make moves, trying to make connection, trying to stream on the internet, trying to make links. You know what I mean? Working. So I didn't even take any break. That's why when COVID over with, I have so much music, you know what I mean, ready for the world. You know what I mean, to express myself within my craft and within my talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, love it, love it. So, where it is that as well, some of the artists take the time out to visit the schools that they attended, you know, prior attendance that they may have in these schools, and they go back and they perform as well. Are you one of those performers that actually have gone back to some your schools to kind of let them know this is Miguel Welty? As within speaking of school and going back and stuff like that, I have a friend that's actually an artist, and we went to a school together, and there's a teacher that always used to tell him that he will never be he will never be anything. And the other day he
Yeah.
called me and he says, "You do believe I saw this man? I had to go up to him and I had to go up and tell him thank you." Where some persons may look at it negatively, he looked at it in terms of positively and say, "You know what? I had to go up to him and let him know that I'm still alive. And it's because of his words that made me keep pushing through, because he told me I would never be anything. And I want to make sure that that never happens." So I use his words as a positive vibe to influence me. But I say that to say this.
Just like,
Yeah, I say that to say this. Where it is that have you visited the schools that you have been, and probably let them know if you see my name out there, I'm Miguel Welty.
yeah, actually, I just completed a school tour, like an all island school tour in Jamaica, different schools. You know what I
Nice.
mean? Giving back where my talent is concerned. You know what I mean? A few little like gifts and stuff like that towards the kids, like educational gadgets and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I've been working with the schools, been working with charity, been working with everything just to grow my brand and grow my product.
you know I can't get away from this question because it is so relevant as well. The name Miguel Welty. I would never want to think that with that name that you're ever broke. So at any point where I could call you and say I need like $10,000 and you already have the name, that won't be a problem, right?
Yeah, but that's not even the perfect definition of the name wealthy. You know what I mean? A lot of person when they heard the name wealthy, they think of just your financial materialistic positions, right? That you possess.
Yes.
But the word the word wealth for me is the inspiration behind the music because I want to leave a legacy just like the other greats in the world, just like yeah, Bob Marley, you know what I mean, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaac, you know what I mean, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, and the list goes on. So I want to leave a legacy. The generation now might not gravitate to the music in a way that I would love to now, you know what I mean, but I know my music would live on for generation and generations to come. So that's the legacy right there, and that's the wealth.
I love it. I love it. I tell you. One of the reasons I say that, this is probably my third interview or fourth interview where I'm saying this. A friend of mine had a meme on his stories, and it was about the various Jamaicans give themselves these nicknames. And it was quite interesting. I was just laughing, at the meme and how the various persons come up with their names. So, of course, I couldn't get through this interview without asking, but I love exactly what it is that your name is all about and what it stands for, because just like you say, and as well, I think persons don't realize that, your knowledge in terms of what you do, whether it be music or otherwise, is so much more relevant and is priceless compared to any amount of dollars, as well. Because you can be poor, have no money in your pocket, and people, equate that to being poor. But your knowledge and life circumstances speak volume, and that's what make you, your knowledge of wealth, so to speak. But I love it. I love it. And thanks for, letting me know exactly what Miguel Wealthy stands for. I appreciate that. Now, now, it is that for years, right out the gate, I said that I kind of figure out that you're a producer, songwriter. And here's one of the reasons why I said that. I listen to, whether it be that you're working with somebody else's rhythm or whether it is your rhythm, the underlying rhythm, the instrumentation, it's perfect. As an artist as
Yeah,
well, I recognize your versatility between blessings, between Make We Dance, between, all the songs that you have sent in to us. So I realize the versatility and that the underlying product itself is of value. And it it's either that you're a damn good artist, or it is that, and or you know exactly what to do at each of those rhythms because you do them very well. And we are talking about different concepts of the song. Blessings is on a different level. Make We Dance is on a different level. But it's not just about jumping on the rhythm and recording it. It's as well the overall value of it. So with Blessings and with Make We Dance, the overall value of each of those songs equate to either you're a damn good artist that knows how to write well as production wise, you hit it out the ballpark.
at first I started out as an artist, as a producer. You know what I mean? Because I believe in what I'm doing so much that I decided that I have to get it done. You know what I mean? By any means necessary. And been working, been up the years to know the sound, to know what I want the finished product to look like. So now it's easier for me to work with other producers because I master the craft of putting the music together, composing it, arranging it, organizing it, and everything to put it out there. So when I put it out there and see the consumers now gravitating to it, I said, oh shit, I master it to a level.
Well, I tell you, I love it. So you would actually, shout out to Hewitt Entertainment. So in other words, you're saying that, of course, Hewitt Entertainment has improved your career, and I've just actually highlighted you on the international scene as well. Am I correct?
Repeat that for me.
So, in other words, you're saying that Hewitt Entertainment, shout out to Hewitt Entertainment, you're saying that they have improved your career by actually highlighting you on the international scene and putting you in various markets. Am I correct?
Yes, and on local scene as well.
Yes, yes, yes. Well,
Yeah.
yes. It is actually a good thing and a great thing to have artists actually, bigging up the industries that actually have are highlighting whatever they're doing for them as well, because it's very tough right now. Persons will say that for the independent artists they can do it themselves, but doing it independently as well is a lot of work. Have you ever tried, marketing yourself to the various platforms? That alone take all day. By the time you're done, you're exhausted,
Mhm.
right? So for the independent artist, it's already hard. So when you have
It was independent. Being an independent artist is too much work
it is
because
it is
remember now you have to schedule from studio time, video shoot, your time, plus marketing, plus everything. So it's like you're just one person. So sometimes you might not get to um, complete time. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how skilled you are,
yeah,
you're gonna miss out on important activities and important engagement. You know what I mean? So you need to take off that stress off your brain and you need to release your brain. So by releasing your brain now, you know that the management team is very, 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 very important.
that's correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, that's correct. I'm going to jump to one of your tracks and we'll be right back with more questions.
All right, no problem.
Yo, rough cut. DHQ. Logo. Queen of the dancehall queen. African girls. Brooklyn, New York, Guyana, Caribbean, Canadian, Europe girls. Antigua, Cayman, Jamaican. Instruction time. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. Wine and back up your bumper. Make it roll, make it clap like thunder. Anyway you fling it, me a come for. Trinity girls. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. Guyana. Wine and back up your bumper. Send kid, turn it back where you are run for. Jamaican girls. Anyway you fling it, me a come for. And pioneers, bumper roll. Full rev like car pantool. Back it up like you a dance pan pole. Every girl for your wine in the room. Like the divas. You fi make it bounce one side. Outside round on the outside. Back it up like wow, that's outside. Make me like share and subscribe. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. Wine and back up your bumper. Make it roll, make it clap like thunder. Anyway you fling it, me a come for. Trinity girls. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. New York. Wine and back up your bumper. Canada. Turn it back where you are run for. London. Anyway you fling it, me a come for. Step in at the middle if you wine and wiggle. Bumper cock up on your breast, them a jiggle. Fit like figure, take me bars and dribble. Wine up your waist, cause you're something little. 10 out of 10 out of 10, not a triple. Every girl fear wine with a dump or cripple. Uptown Monday, girl a show them nipple. And a wealthy song, them a listen. Talia. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. Wine and back up your bumper. Make it roll, make it clap like thunder. Anyway you fling it, me a come for. Trinity girls. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. New York. Wine and back up your bumper. Canada. Turn it back where you are run for. London. Anyway you fling it, me a come for. And pioneers, bumper roll. Full rev like car pantool. Back it up like you a dance pan pole. Every girl for your wine in a royalty divas. You fi make it bounce one side. Outside round on the outside. Back it up like wow, down the outside. Make me like share and subscribe. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. Wine and back up your bumper. Make it roll, make it clap like thunder. Anyway you fling it, me a come for. Trinity girls. Hey girl, cock up your bumper. New York. Wine and back up your bumper. Turn it back where you are.
I tell you. Of course, it is that we have been listening to Cook Up Your Bumper. I have so many questions. I don't think I have the time to go through the amount of questions I have. But one thing that I must say is that, persons keep saying that there's no good music on the island and they classify dancehall in a totally different category or whatever. And there's good dancehall music. But people just don't want to find it. For some strange reason, they keep on ending up with the ones that are not so well, I guess. And then there are persons like myself who are actually getting good dancehall songs as well and saying, let's keep the tradition going now. So, cock up your bumper. From a writing perspective, right? I am a songwriter. And from a writing perspective, it is that Sometimes we write based on our own experiences. Is it safe to say that Cock Up Your Bumper is based on your experience?
Yeah, based on my experiences and other person's experiences as well.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's like you're watching the whole life of the party and the whole movement and the whole vibe, and you just have to say, all right, instruction time. This
Instruction
is what I
time.
want to see. Yeah, instruction time.
Ah, boy.
It's about what I want to see taking place right now in front of me right now.
I tell you.
A group of people just whining and just, you know what I mean, and cock up them bump. And actually, I got a soca rhythm. The rhythm is all the way from Guyana.
Uh huh.
So, Rough Cut Production sent me the rhythm and said, listen, this rhythm, because it is based off the song called Bubble.
Right.
Another whining song, a female song. So he said to me that Bubble is doing great on the international scene. So he said to me that, do something on a soca rhythm. You know what I mean? I said, all right, send the rhythm. So when they send the rhythm now, that's what I heard the instrument saying to me. You know what I mean? Cock up your bumper.
Cock up your
You know
bumper.
what I mean? So then I said, hey girl, cock up your bumper. Why not back up your bumper? Don't leave back where you are run for. Anyway, you fling it me a bumper. And for your knees, bumper run. Full rip like your pantoes. Back it up like you a dance from food. Every girl see you wedding on the road. Oh, you see the keep up constant. You know what I mean? It's a whole vibe.
I tell you, this interview is quite interesting. It's just as versatile. This interview is just as versatile as yourself and the rhythms and the songs as well. And it gets to show exactly what I said at the very beginning, how the flexibility flows and how an artist you are, because it is that. You had no problem freestyling that, and freestyling it perfect.
No, I don't freestyle. No, remember it's wealthy, so I don't freestyle. My style is expensive.
Oh gosh, I tell you. Well, makes it even more interesting as well. But I mean, to be frank with you, and the thing is, you have persons who do it, and it's like, oh, you could tell that they in the studio they were playing around with the equipment to make them sound better. Here, you sound just like the record. So there is no watered down going on right here. So you with entertainment, shout out to you. I will say that you did a good job. Whoever you working for your A&R, they did a good job. Okay, with securing this artist right here, Miguel Welty. So what can our listening audience look forward to? Because right now the sky's the limit, and I'm pretty much whatever you have coming at them, they will expect something great. They don't know what they're going to get next. I don't know what I'm going to get next, but I know that it's something to look forward to based on what I've listened to and based on the quality productions as well. So what do we have to look
All
forward
right.
to for the rest of this year?
I have the EP coming out shortly, which is Mental Orgasm. You know what I mean? And when you hear the word orgasm, you know what comes to mind, right? So, on the EP Mental Orgasm, you're going to see different types of transitions where I transit from one level to another level. You know what I'm saying? So, you go have tracks like Mamma Mia. You go have tracks like Money Talk. You know what I mean? You go have tracks like Hard My Work for this. You go have Starring on My Blood. You go have different type of tracks and coming out. And plus I'm going to put a twist with the summer song now, As for the Summer and Breathe Easy and tracks like those. So right now I'm just dropping hits after hits, right? No ease up, no rest. No sleep for the wicked, right?
I love it. I love it. And it's a reflection. Your work ethic is a reflection in the music that you're producing. It is what it is. You have taken the opportunity to collaborate with quality artists who have a sound that's close to your genre or is actually highlight your genre as well. You have been on different stages. You have done the high school or the school tours as well. You have given us blessings, you have given us the dance tune, and you have given us now this dancehall cock up your bumper tune. I am looking forward to the album. I'm telling you right now. For this year, what I've been doing, at the end of the year, I have a magazine, and at the end of the year, I plan to highlight the albums that did it for me, the artists who did it for me, male, female, the industries, the producers are going to highlight them in my magazine for the end of the year. And I'm telling you right now, without a doubt, this album that you're coming out with, I'm looking forward to it. Uh-huh. I'm very
Yep.
much looking forward to it as well. And I will stand by it because I know exactly what you have brought to the forefront. And I appreciate, I must tell you this, hats off to you, and I appreciate you doing great music. I don't get to say that to everyone all the time, but thanks for doing good music.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate it 100%. Uh, when you work in and persons across the world, because you're all the way in Boston appreciating the music, like just like I have some fans in Africa, like Gambia, Kenya, Ethiopia, and stuff like that, and the islands, and you know what I mean, yeah, and, Europe, France, Germany, Belgium, and the list goes on. You know what I mean, Korea, Russia, stuff like that, Japan. So when I see people actually gravitating to my music, it's a blessing because where I start from is I didn't have any instrument. My chest used to be the instrument when I used to beat my chest because I couldn't get any beat.
Right.
So one of my we used to have like a group, we call ourselves Platinum Kids. So one of my friends decided that listen, we all can be artists, you know. Somebody got to make the beat. So he went to school. That's rural area. So he went to school now to be an engineer, just to grow our team and grow the brand. You know what I mean? So there's listen to me. Miguel Welte is the artist who doesn't scared of stage, doesn't scared to speak to people. So all right, you be the artist. Everybody else will be on the team, behind the scene now. So I have my cousin that passed away last year. He was the one who was doing the videography. You know what I mean? That's Rock Road Media and Film. So we actually formulate an entire team to put the product out there, the music, because at the end of the day, it's about the teamwork which makes the dream work. So it's about the whole entire movement. That's what I'm saying.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So, in terms of radio stations on the island as well, how accepting are they of the tracks that you have? Are any of the tracks like on a playlist, or is a major standout? Any of the tracks you've played? We have played Make We Dance, Blessings,
Yeah.
and Cock Up Your Bumper. Which song would you
Uh,
say is doing extremely great on the island?
all right. Bubble, make we dance, and I'm blessing because actually yesterday our work for this was premiere and Bridge FM by Richie B. Richie B is one of the biggest hugest DJ as a foundation DJ on the island, and now I'm getting rotation on Zip FM, Irie FM, Sun City. Like I said, I did Sun City school tour like about a month ago. You know what I mean? So PMFM as well, Cali 9. You know what I mean? So I'm just spreading my wings right now. You know what I mean? And different stations, try to get more disc jockeys involved because that's how it is. People go gonna pick up with the movement because they're seeing it on the internet, they're seeing everything growing. You know what I mean? And everybody wants to be part of something great because I have a lot to offer to the industry. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. So from here on out, um, anything that you would like to share with our international audience, as it is that this is Music Connect Africa. However, we connect your persons and entrepreneurs that come on this show with across the aisle, so to speak. But before I go, I must ask if you would like to collaborate. If you had to think in terms of collaboration, and I'm not sure how much um, um, African music you listen to. I kind of have an idea that you do because Blessing song, the undertone has a Afrobeat mix to it. Am I correct?
Yes, because what happened I when I am in the studio listening to the beat, I was trying to mess around. Actually, to tell you the truth, I really mess around
Mm-hmm.
with that track,
Right.
right? So I was messing around, and then it came out like that. So I was just doing an experiment
Mm-hmm.
where I said, let me try Afrobeat song and this rhythm. And then when I did it, I said, no. Even when I take it to Zip and Liquid say, listen it, this is an international song. Just email me the song right away, so I start to play it and Zip FM right away. You understand? So with based on collaboration, I'm open to collaboration because, but at the moment, right now, I'm just trying to grow my brand to a level. You know what I mean? As long as an artist is doing something that I know that won't destroy my product, doesn't matter what genre music they do it, whether soca, calypso, R&B, whatever, rap music, Afrobeat, whatever it is, reggaeton, whatever it is. I'm open for all collaborations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to limit myself. As if the sky is the limit, I don't have even I don't have any limit, not even the sky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's important. You have your brand as well, and you need to protect your brand. And also, persons that you'll work with for them to enhance your brand as well as you, like most likely enhance their brand as well. That is of importance. But it's always important to leave the door open to hear a few things that's going on as well. And I'm sure that as Africa listens to this interview, that there'll be persons across the aisle who would like to collaborate with you and your management team as well. And
Yeah.
in terms of that, one more question. If you had to collaborate with any artist in the world, doesn't have to be Africa, wherever, any artist, just one, right? On one of your production, that one person that you would love to collaborate with, who is that person?
Yeah, set me up.
Yeah.
Me have too much friends. Cause you know me too much near because Rick Ross just left Jamaica and I made him a part. And Khaled just left Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Pick one of them.
Him just left Jamaica. So it's like we can't make an exception where
Yes,
say,
you
to
can.
single out the artist.
Pick one. Pick
Yeah, that's
one.
what I say.
You pick one. You
But
have
we can't pick one.
no.
Yeah,
You,
pick
you
one.
you have you have this one song and you see, you know what, man, this is the this is it. This is who deserves to be on this thing to get. No, you can pick one. Trust me, you can pick one.
Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys. That's right.
Yeah.
So I like how you play that safe. All right, Alicia Keys. Good choice. Good choice. I love it. Yes. I tell you, I am going to be following you. I'm going to be following you and I am going to be checking you out and everything that you come out with. I'm also going to be sharing the songs with DJs across the aisle so that they can, keep on playing it as well. And to get to know more about you as well. I truly appreciate you being here. So, before we go though, do you have any last minute shout outs and as well share your social media with the listening audience?
All right, first and foremost, I big up the Almighty himself for make everything possible. Me and you can conduct this interview at this moment and make it possible, right? Big up my team, Youth Entertainment, big up the publicists, big up the who do the PR work to make this possible. You know what I mean? Big up all I DJ them across the globe who've been promoting my music. You know what I mean? All DJ, all selectors, all blogger, everybody, you know what I mean? And first and foremost, big up the straight, big up Jamaica, big up the whole of Massachusetts, big up Boston, Florida, New York, California, the whole of Jamaica. Sam, TNR, you know the thing go. I mean, I say, yo, Sean 13, you with entertainment, rural era. Wiz, you know the thing goes, the quiz is the best. Shot done. All right, then. So the thing come down, all right?
Oh boy, I love it.
I remember for me, Miguel Wealthy Music, one platform, one word. You know what I mean? We say Instagram Miguel Welty Music, TikTok Miguel Welty Music, YouTube Vivo Miguel Welty Vivo. You know what I mean? Facebook Right Show.
That's
Right
right.
so.
I love it. I love it. Miguel Wealthy, you have made my day. I tell you, I am loving the music. And to the listening audience, we are going to vibe out with Blessings. I really love this song. I've been playing it all weekend. I think I practically know all the words and could be your backup singer at some point, okay?
That I was thinking about, you know, I was thinking about that too as well. The backup singing.
All right. We're going to vibe out. Okay, stay put. We'll be right back.
So me I live it like the last day, like there is no tomorrow, no tomorrow. Party like every day is a holiday in my life. Me no want no sorrow. Everything on earth you I go dead left. Me never born with no riches, no legacies. My relatives never dead left. Enough people believe in a life after death. All of who dead, me not see them back yet. Not even Jesus from Nazareth. So me I live this life to the fullest. Me I live my life to
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have been vibing to Miguel Wealthy. And I tell you, straight out of Jamaica, my oh my, it is a wealth of talent. Okay? Well, I want you to go in and check him out across the social media platforms. That's Miguel Wealthy Music across the various platforms. And of course, we would like to shout out Hewitt Entertainment. Of course, it is that they have plans and intentions to assistant Miguel Wealthy to let him be known more worldwide, and as well to establish this music business to the point where anyone who hears his name, they know exactly what company he's with. But I must tell you, we are already highlighting Hewitt Entertainment here. They did an awesome job picking, I would say, an awesome artist who has shown his ability across the aisle and what exactly he brings to this music right here. So, in closing, I thank everyone for coming through and actually vibing with us right here on Music Connect Africa. Of course, a remembrance that we are the hub for music industry news, highlights, and tips. And each and every week, we bring you an entrepreneurial professional or as a driving force behind the music scenes. It gives me great pleasure to highlight the players who exercise tenacity, drive, and who create smoother operating systems for us across the music and entertainment industry. Please look out for us across the aisle. We are international stars. Our capital home, INTLSTARZ. And for myself, you can always find me on Instagram as Infinite Empress. That's INFINITEMPRESS. It's been a pleasure having you come through, and thanks for being here. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Have yourselves a blessed rest of the day.